Tonight, I'm going to tell you about the night something followed me home. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but when I stepped into my room, I realized something terrifying. I wasn't alone. Before I start, if you enjoy real, chilling stories like this, make sure you follow the channel. I didn't go back to my room that night. I told myself I wouldn't. I packed a small bag, charger, toothbrush, a change of clothes. I stood in the hallway, staring at the bedroom door like it might breathe if I waited long enough. It didn't, but I could feel it. That same pressure behind the wood, that same occupied air. I left the apartment and drove to my sister's place across town. I didn't tell her the full story, just said I wasn't feeling safe alone. She didn't ask questions. She made tea, gave me the couch, told me to sleep. I lay there staring at her ceiling. Her house felt normal, warm, lived in. No pressure in the air, no thick silence, no breathing that didn't belong to me. Around 2:13 a.m., my phone buzzed. I flinched so hard I nearly dropped it. No number, no notification banner, just the screen lighting up on its own. The camera app was open, front-facing. My reflection filled the screen, and behind me, my sister's living room. Empty, but in the far corner, near the hallway leading to the bedrooms, something darker than the darkness, not solid, not clear, just a distortion, like heat ripples shaped into a person. My heart stopped. I turned slowly. The corner was empty. I looked back at my phone. The camera app closed by itself. A message appeared. "You left." My throat tightened. Another message. "You can't leave." I scrambled off the couch and turned on every light in the room. My sister rushed out of her bedroom, confused, half asleep. "There's someone in here," I said. She checked the doors, the windows, the backyard. Nothing. She looked at me like I was unraveling. Maybe I was. But when she went back to bed, I stayed up, watching the hallway. And just before sunrise, I saw it. A shadow passed slowly across her bedroom door. From inside, I ran down the hall and flung the door open. She was asleep, alone. The room was empty, but her closet door was slightly open. She swore she closed it before sleeping. I didn't stay after that. I went back to my apartment in the morning because something felt worse than fear. It felt territorial, like I had violated a rule by leaving. The hallway outside my apartment was quiet. Too quiet. When I unlocked the door, the air inside was colder than the hallway. That wasn't possible. The heating was on. I stepped in carefully. Nothing looked disturbed. No scratches on the wall anymore. They were gone. I walked slowly to the bedroom. The bed was exactly as I'd left it, except the blanket was folded neatly at the foot. I hadn't done that. My pulse hammered in my ears. On the pillow, my phone charger, placed carefully in the center, like an offering. My hands trembled. My phone buzzed again. "You came back." I swallowed. "What do you want?" I whispered into the empty room. For the first time, it answered without text, from behind me. A breath, close, right against my ear. "Stay." I spun around. Nothing. But the air shifted, like something stepped back just out of sight. I ran out of the bedroom and grabbed a kitchen knife. Not because I thought it would help, just because I needed something solid in my hand. "I'm not staying," I said aloud. Then, a loud crack from the bedroom wall, like something hitting it from the inside. I forced myself to walk back. Each step felt like I was walking deeper underwater. When I entered the room, The wall behind the bed wasn't smooth anymore. A small bulge pressed outward from the plaster, like something pushing from within, deliberately. My stomach twisted. The bulge moved, sliding downward, leaving faint lines behind, the same 3 vertical marks. I backed away. The wall trembled once, and then went still. My phone buzzed again. "Don't make me come out." I couldn't breathe. "Come out from where?" I whispered. The response came instantly. "You." The knife slipped from my fingers and clattered to the floor, and then I felt it. Not in the room. Inside my chest. A pressure behind my ribs, like something was standing directly behind my eyes, watching through them. My reflection in the mirror across the room shifted slightly. A half-second delay. I raised my hand. My reflection followed. But its smile came first, just slightly, barely noticeable, but not in sync. Tears spilled down my face. "You're not real," I whispered. The smile widened, just a little. And then my reflection blinked, before I did. My body went cold. The realization hit me like ice water. It didn't follow me home. It didn't hide in the walls. It didn't crawl onto the bed. It learned me. It watched me. And now, it was practicing. The lights flickered, the mirror cracked down the center. The reflection disappeared, leaving only my terrified face, and behind it, for one split second, that tall shape, standing closer than before, almost touching me. The phone buzzed one last time. "Tonight I try." The screen went black, completely dead, even though the battery was full. The room felt silent again, but not patient anymore, like something was counting down. And I realized something worse than fear. It doesn't want the room. It doesn't want the apartment. It wants the space where I feel safest, where I let my guard down, where I sleep, because that's when I'm easiest to step into. And tonight, I don't think it's climbing onto the bed. I think it's climbing inside. And I'm starting to lose track of which thoughts are mine. If you hear me again tomorrow, if I'm still me, I'll tell you what happened when midnight came. If I don't, you'll know it finally stopped waiting and started living. It hasn't stopped following me.